Hi there, it's Diane Forster. Welcome to this week's episode of Love It, Bank It, Bring It. This is our weekly webinar series where we take on a different topic every single week. We talk about some of the challenges and the issues that go along with that. And then I give you tools, tips, strategies, techniques, always 3 of them, on how to create awareness for that and how to turn that situation around so it's actually working for you in your life and not against you. And with that, what comes with that is that the changes are subtle and they're fast, but they're permanent. And when we make subtle changes like this on a weekly basis, where we put all the emphasis on one topic, and then I give you the exercises to do for a week, it really creates anchors and triggers. And it's by doing that that we create lasting, permanent change in our life, which is awesome. So if you're here, either on Facebook Live or here in the webinar on Webinar Jam, the chat box is open. So be sure to say hello. Let me know that you're there and welcome, and ask me any questions that you want along the way. Okay. So this is now our 8th week since the relaunch of the series that we're doing. And I don't know if you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you for being here. And if you're new and you're here for the first time, let me just give you a little recap of what we've done so far. Oh, hey, Morgan, I see you. Thanks for being here. What we've done is we've taken on a different topic each week, and they're building on each other. So we started out with, you're so beautiful and don't ever forget that. And then the power of how forgiveness is so freeing, and then how to put yourself first. And then we talked about language, and then intuition and paying attention to the signs inside. And then the following week we did pay attention to the signs outside. So last week we did mirror in your face, that we don't know how other people see us. So we created awareness for that. Well, this week, the topic is, what are the questions that you're asking yourself? Because when I work with my clients, I focus on 3 things. I focus on mindset, I focus on emotions, and then I focus on language. And it's because of those 3 things all tied together, that's what shows up in our life. That's what we're manifesting. The thoughts we think and the words we speak are contributing to everything that's showing up in our life. Literally everything is a result of that. So it's really important that we focus on our mindset, what that does with our emotions, and then how we're communicating. So we did, the words you speak. This week, it's about the questions, because here are the questions that my clients come to me asking. Why can't I fall in love? Why can't I lose weight? When will I be happy? Will I ever find a career that I'm happy with, that I love? Will I ever get out of debt? I mean, these are the kinds of questions that they're coming to me with, and they're what they know for sure is they want more out of life and a better life. They just don't know how to do it. So I work with them, and I give them tools, techniques, and strategies, just like I do here, to help them create that awareness. And what's happening is they're getting really rapid results, positive results because of it. And they're feeling the shift and the momentum and the movement in their life, which is incredible. So I thought, let's take on this topic of asking the right questions, because if you're asking the wrong questions, you're pulling into your life exactly what you do not want. And it's just by a switch of language that you can magnetically attract literally anything that you want into your life. And those of you that know me personally, you see me doing this in my own life. So I do that with my clients, and I teach my clients how to do that. So I'm here to do that with you guys. So what we're going to do is we'll talk about some of the issues associated with it, and then I will give you the 3 steps to turn this around and make this work for you instead of against you. I always give 3 affirmation statements followed by a quote, and then I'm going to give you an offer at the end. And what you'll walk away with is you're going to have more confidence, you're going to have more clarity, you're going to have a greater sense of awareness, and you'll start to put these anchors in. They'll get embedded into the subconscious, which we'll get into, and then all of a sudden you'll see, as you're practicing this stuff for a week at a time, it's going to start becoming a habit. And I've addressed this before in the past. We don't really ever want to remove something from our life. We want to replace something, because you can't pull something away that causes a gap and a hole. But what you want to do is replace it with something else, a better, healthier habit. Okay. All right. So with that said, let me give you an example of a wrong question. Besides the ones that I talked about at the beginning, all of those questions: why can't I lose weight? When will I? How come I can't meet a man? All of those things are keeping that out of your life. So let's take on: how come I can't seem to lose weight? What the universe hears is can't lose weight. It doesn't matter how many times you say that, and you're putting all your emphasis and your energy into that statement, and it's laced with negativity. So our subconscious, 90% of what happens, we talked about this last week, it's worth repeating again, is 10% of our brain is the conscious, and that's able to hold anywhere from 5 to 9 thoughts at any given second. The subconscious, which is 90%, which holds all of our memories and, all of our feelings, emotions, all of that stuff, 2.5 million thoughts per second. That's how much information is in there. So, and it's literal. It doesn't understand, the difference in the language. It just hears the words, and that energy goes out, and that conspires with the universe to bring in exactly what it is we're focused on. So we need to be focused on the right things. So it's just a habit. You can do it. We can do it. I'm going to show you exactly how. Okay. So don't say, why can't I lose weight? Say, why is it so easy for me to make healthier choices in my life and maintain the perfect weight? Much different question, right? You're going to have a much more positive effect and impact on your life by asking a question that way versus the other way. Okay, so does that make sense? So let me go right into what the tips are. And then what's going to happen is you're going to unlock these secrets, and you're going to see rapid, massive shifts in your life. Watch what starts manifesting. So the first thing you want to do is you want to turn your worry into wonder. Okay. A couple of weeks ago when we talked about language, I talked about replacing the words. Like I just said, not removing, you want to replace. And for me, if I could remove any word out of the English language or language in general out of the dictionary, I would remove the word worry. Worry is a wasted emotion. Worry means you're living in your future. You're not living in your now. So when we're worried, we're not having faith and trust that things are supposed to be working out for us. They are supposed to be working out for us. So that comes with fear and doubt and insecurity. But that word is such a wasted emotion. So what I want to do for you is have you replace worry with wonder. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay. Here is a list of better questions to be asking. So there's 2 ways to phrase this. Okay. First way is, I wonder, how would it feel to, and then fill in the blank. I'm going to fill it in for you. Or, I wonder, what would it take to, and fill in the blank. So if you're writing those down, remember, I wonder, how would it feel to, and then I wonder, what would it take to? So I'm giving you a list of 10 of these. And if you want any of these, please send me an email at info@dianeforster.com. I'll spell Diane Forster. It's DianeForster. Email me there, and I will send you a PDF of all of this, all of these questions, everything laid out for you so that you have the resource with you. Okay. So let me use it both ways and read you some of the samples. Okay. I wonder, how would it feel to have a job I really love? I wonder, what would it take to have a job I really love? Okay. Here's a list of other ways to ask the question, that same question. To be in a loving romantic relationship with an amazing, trustworthy partner. I mean, doesn't that feel so good? To be fit and healthy. To wake up early and feel excited about the day ahead of me. How would it feel to wake up each day and feel excited about the day ahead of me? What would it take to wake up and feel excited about the day ahead of me? See how this is working? Okay, to have so much money that I never have to think about what I spend. To live in a world where I'm loved and accepted just as I am. To work when I want to work and play when I want to play. To know that I'm okay just the way I am and that I feel really good about that. Feel really good about myself. To feel happy every single day. Do you know that's your birthright? It is our birthright to feel happiness every single day. And we get in our own way. To get along better with my family, my boss, my partner, my kids, etc. Fill in the blank there. So remember, how would it feel to? I wonder, what would it take to? Okay, that's step one. Tip one. Tip two is replace I am or I was with the person I used to be. So I did this when we talked about language a couple of weeks ago, and now I'm using this not just with statements, I'm doing this with questions too, because it's just as important, if not more important, to use this when you're asking questions. Because when we're asking questions, that's also magnetically attracting what comes into our life, because our brain, I talk about the spiritual, the energy connection, but there's also the science behind it with our brain too. And a question goes into action mode, okay? So, did you know that I am means God? That, God said to Moses, when Moses asked him, what do I call you? He said, I am that I am. And it's in the Hebrew Bible, it's in the Bible, it's everywhere in religious history, that over and over again, I am translates to God. So why is that relevant? Okay, so whatever it is you believe in, God, universe, whatever it is, the relevance of that is that there's no separation. We are connected to the higher source, infinite intelligence, pure positive energy, God, the universe, whatever it is you believe in. So there's no separation. So God is within us and we are within him. And so what that means is there is no separation between past, present, and future. So even if you're saying I am, what you're doing is you're talking about all three at the same time, which is really all about the now. And I was is definitely living in your past, but you're pulling that into your future, and you don't want to be doing that. And I know that sounds confusing, but just trust me. So let me give you an example of this in practicality. How you would use the person I used to be is a much better way of phrasing a question. So if you said, why am I so stupid? Like, how many times have you said that? Why am I so stupid? Rephrasing that would be, the person I used to be would call me stupid. But why is it so easy to see how smart I am now? Okay? It's just a switch of it. Okay? So when you catch yourself saying that, here's another one. Why am I so undesirable? If you're out there and you can't seem to meet anybody and you want to be in a rich, divine, loving relationship, and you're doing the self-negative talk to yourself, you want to stop that in its tracks and say, the person I used to be used to say that. The person I used to be used to think I was so undesirable, but why is it so easy to see how attractive I am now? Okay? So that's replacing I am or I was with the person I used to be. And again, if you want these, email me at info@dianeforster.com and I will send you the whole list of all of these. Okay? That's tip number 2. Oh, wait, let me back up. Let me tell you what I want you to do. For tip number 1, I want you to do the following exercise, okay? I want you to write down 10 defeating questions you say to yourself or to others about you. We talk about ourselves to other people. We're hardest about what we say to ourselves. Don't you know that to be true, right? So I want you to write down 10 defeating questions that you say to yourself. And then what I want you to do is I want you to rewrite them this way. Rewrite them that is the person you used to be. So why is it so easy for you to be X now? Okay. Think about that. Think about what you're saying, because what it is you're saying about yourself is keeping out of your life the things that you want. And it's creating the life that you have instead of the life that you want. This is a worthwhile exercise. So I highly encourage for you to do that this week. Okay, let me go back to the outcome. What's going to happen is you are going to start to see the pattern that you're stuck in by doing this exercise, okay? And you're going to start speaking to yourself in a much kinder, loving way, okay? So please, please do that exercise. Okay, tip number 3 is I want you to create questions that put your subconscious to work for you, not against you. Remember at the beginning I said, why can't I lose weight? Why can't I meet a man? Why can't I be in a job that I love? Why can't I, get focused? Why can't I, manage my time better? Why can't I? These are the questions that you're asking yourself, and they are not serving your life. So where this tip comes from is when I read Noah St. John's book, Affirmations, that really opened up my eyes to using why questions in my life. And he's got so many in his book. That is such a great book and such a great read. But what I did is I came up with a daily mantra question that I ask myself every day, all day long, all the time, which is, why does this day keep getting better and better? And for those of you that have done my 30-day challenge, you know that that's day 1's challenge. I ask you to do that. And what the feedback I got from people is they respond to me. They write me all the time and say, why does my day keep getting better and better? And then you build upon it and you say, why does my week keep getting better and better? Why does this month keep getting better and better? Why does this year keep getting better and better? Why does my life keep getting better and better? This is a question that has so many legs. So when I say you want to start creating questions that work for you, that works for you. So what happens is when you say that, the universe goes to work to make your day better and better. And it also fires up your RAS, your reticular activation system in your brain. I've talked about this a lot too. You look for things to get better. So when you're in the market for, a new car, let's say you want to buy a new car and you want to get an SUV, you want it to be white. All of a sudden, don't you notice that you start seeing them everywhere? Well, that's what happens when you ask questions like this. You move that to the front. It's at the front part of your subconscious, and creates awareness, and you start to see that everywhere. It's so much fun. So you want to be asking questions that are serving you. Okay, so this is what I wrote. When we ask questions, our subconscious starts searching for all the files, all the stored memories and experiences, and then it goes out of its way to make sure that that's coming into our life, that your day and your life is actually getting better, okay? So your assignment, your exercise is I want you to create a daily mantra question like this, and feel free to use this one because it is so good and I love it. But it's very easy to remember. And remember, I'm all about ease. That's why I do 3-step processes, 3 reasons. Easy to remember, easy to build upon, easy to implement into your life. Okay. So if you don't want that one here, I gave you a list for you. These are for you if you have some of these issues. Okay. So if you're time challenged, why do I have so much time? You can ask that every day. Why do I have so much time? Why do I have so much time? If you're stressed out, why does my life move with such ease and flow? Doesn't that feel good? Why does my life move with such ease and flow? If you have lack of focus, is what I'm doing right now moving my life forward? Okay? That is a powerful question. Money mindset, okay? Why is it so easy for me to make money? If you create that awareness for it, you're going to start to see money everywhere, okay? So that's a great question for money mindset. Okay, if you have low self-esteem, hi Denise, why am I so confident and capable? Why am I so confident and capable? So again, if you want these, info@dianeforster.com. I'll give them to you. Okay, now it may seem crazy, but this stuff really works. Remember, mindset, emotions, language, the words we speak are bringing into our life every single thing that we have. And so it's really important to be asking yourself the right questions. And if you think about the person who says, why can't anything ever go right for me, versus the person who says, why are things always working out for me? The results that are in their life are so evident by what's showing up in their life. So my question to you is, what's showing up in your life? What could be more perfect for you? What's not perfect for you? What areas of your life do you want to see improvement in, where you can make these subtle little changes in your language and the questions that you ask yourself to invite into your life the things that you want? Because I will tell you this, as sure as I'm sitting here, it is just as easy to manifest a penny on the street as it is $1 million mansion. It is. And the only thing that limits us is our limiting beliefs surrounded by that. If you think it's hard, guess what? It's hard. If you think it's easy, then it's easy. Speak about your life. Ask yourself questions that are going to bring you the things that you want, because you can truly have it all. We are limited by nothing. It is an infinite universe. It's ever evolving. It only moves in one direction. It's all forward. It's not backwards. It's not scarcity thinking. It's abundant and rich. And it all starts with here. What is in our mind? And because it's what is that is in our mind that's showing up in our lives. We're creating it there first. It's not the reality that you see outside. It's the reality that's in your world, your own world. Okay, so this is going to help start creating awareness for you. And awareness, self-awareness is so good. I talk about being selfish in a really good way all the time. Self-awareness, self-appreciation, self-gratitude, self-care, self-love. Okay. So with that, what I give you every week is 3 affirmation statements. And to keep in line with this, I phrase them as questions instead of statements this week. So the love it one is, why do I get everything I want? Why do I get everything I want? The thank it is, why does my list of things to be grateful for keep growing? Isn't that powerful? So good. And when we're grateful for things and we continue to be grateful for every little thing in our life, we have more and more to be grateful for, and then more and more shows up for, which creates more gratitude. So, and then the bring it statement, that's always the power one. That's the one that really moves your life forward is, how can life possibly be this good? How can life possibly be this good? I hope you're writing these down. If not, email me and I will send them to you. So those are the statements. Our quote is by Thomas Berger, and it says, the art and science of asking questions is the source of all knowledge. We got to be asking questions. We have to be childlike. Thank you, Judy. We really have to remember that, and that the way we start out into this journey, as we're born into this world, we're born, with no limiting beliefs, unlimited imagination. And then it's over time, from the age of 5 to 7 years old, that starts to really shift. And then all that negative talk gets in there. And so we have to make a shift in those paradigms and that programming that's in our mind to really make a shift into our lives. And it's not, it doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen fast. It happens faster than you think. And it's just by doing these little steps that creates the awareness, and then putting these exercises into practice and stretching yourself a little bit, that will create this lasting permanent change. And for me personally, I practice what I preach, and it didn't happen overnight for me, but it did happen fast. And what I've learned in my journey is that these steps that I create for you, I do make easy for you, because I've done all the hard work. So I make it easy for you to incorporate this into your life, because I want you to have everything that you want. I want you to have it all, because you deserve it, you're worthy of it, and you can. It's absolutely possible for you to have it all. So what I'm going to do here in the webinar page is I'm going to show you the offer that I'm giving you. And then on Facebook, thanks for the hearts. Thanks for being here, everybody. I truly love you and appreciate you. What I'll do is on the Facebook Live feed, I will put this offer and a link to this after. And what I'm going to do is, since I referenced the 30-day challenge, some of you may not have done it. But some of you have done it and asked me to do it again or give you access to it. So what I did is, what I'm showing here is I created the 30-day challenge all in one, in a complete book and a complete system. So if you registered for it online and you did it, what you got every day was a 2 to 3 minute video with that day's challenge. What I've done is I've transcribed it all into a book, and I put the video link attached to every single day. So you have it all complete here. And it's only $37. But what you have is you have it for life. So you can always reference it and go back to it, because that's what I get asked for. You know, I can't remember what you said about that day, whatever it was, you know, about taking a different route or whatever it was. So I wanted to create this for you. So it's simple to do. All you have to do is click on the link and you will get it delivered to you electronically, and you'll have it for life. So that is my offer to you today. And what you're going to get for it, for those of you who are not familiar with it, your life is going to change in 30 days. You are going to have greater clarity, much greater confidence. Your life will definitely be shifted in a positive way. You're going to become what you're going to look forward to each day's challenge. That's going to create that positive momentum that I told you about. You're going to have greater focus and awareness. You're definitely going to be happier. You're going to feel better, because they're going to start getting the steps are going to get anchored in for you. So, I call it a 30-day challenge. It's more of an opportunity for you to have a better life. So that is my offer for you today. Click on the link to get it. Again, if you want any copies of anything that I talked about here, email me directly at info@dianeforster.com, and it's Forster. There's no E in the middle there. And I'm happy to get it to you. So click on the link for the 30-day challenge. I hope you got a lot of value out of this. You are so worth the extraordinary life that waits for you. And it's not a someday thing. You're going to look back at this moment that you spent and invested your time with me right now, in the months to come, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, and look back on all the progress that you've made in your life, because you took the time to do this for you, because you matter. You really, really matter, and you deserve this, and you can do this. You can have and be and do anything that you want in your life. And I'm living proof of it. I believe that wholeheartedly, not just for myself. I believe that for you. So I'm here for you. If you want to find out more information about working directly with me, I have several different ways. I listen to your feedback. I'm here to support you, and I'm happy to be on this journey with you. And I'd love to work with you one-on-one as well. But anyway, that's our webinar for today. I hope you got a lot of value out of it. Give me one quick second. Let me make sure that I covered everything. Oh, I know what I forgot to tell you. I did this last week too. I like to tell you what next week's topic is, because these are all building on each other. Next week, our title is It's a Decision. And I am telling you, mark your calendars, because everything that we have and we do is based on the decisions that we make. And decision-making skills are critical to the success in our lives. They're critical to the movement in our lives. And so with that, I'm going to talk about the power of outcome as well. Creating the outcome and the decisions that lead up to it. So it's going to be really powerful. I can't wait to see you there. I hope you got a lot out of this. As I said, you want more information, info@dianeforster.com. I'll send you a PDF of all these questions for you, and click on the link to get my 30-day challenge complete system for $37. And I will see you soon. I send you love and light. Bye-bye. Let me end it there.